What is a demon? Study my life. What is a mountain? Set out now. What is fire? It is forever. What is my life? A fall, a call. What is the deep? Set out now. What is thunder? Your powder dry. What is the film? It rolls, it tells. What is the film? Under the falls. Where is the theatre? Under the hill. Where is the demon? Walking the hills. Where is the victory? On the high tops. Where is the fire? Far in the deep. Where is the deep? Study the demon. Where is the mountain? Set out now. Study my life and set out now.
Thank you, Demon.
That's all right. Think about it. Think about it.
No alternative. It's going to happen. We go from Demon in very recent times in your work, Eddie, to Jesus. You've been commissioned to write 3 plays about the life of Jesus. If you haven't quite sanctified the demon, are you about to demonize Jesus?
Not entirely, but it'll be my Jesus. I've got ideas about this. Of course, the whole thing is not written yet. It's a trilogy, and I've only written the first play, so I can't really give a kind of foretaste of exactly what's going to happen. But I've been thinking a lot about it, and I really start off from the position that Jesus was an actual person. He's not like King Arthur or Beowulf. He did actually exist at a certain time and place.
Yes.
I mean, the evidence for this is watertight, quite apart from the Gospels altogether. You cut them out as propaganda, but the evidence is still there outside that. Mm-hmm. So, a person like that, living in Palestine under Roman occupation at a certain time in history, what was that person like? Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to get into his whole personality, get under his skin from very earliest times. I've only written the first play, which is, I call it the early years, and it only goes up to the period when he's tempted by the devil in the wilderness. That's the end of that particular play.
Yeah.
So a lot of it is about his family life. I bring in he has brothers and sisters, of course, so I bring them in as well as the father and mother. And I give him various adventures which he doesn't have in the Bible. I take him to Egypt, partly because the usual translation as carpenter's son is not now thought to be the correct translation. Tecton probably means more something like a builder. And I think it is generally accepted now that very probably he and his father were sent to various places to do building operations of some kind, construction workers, if you like. And we know that people from Palestine did go to Egypt quite frequently for things like that. So I take him to Egypt as a builder. Mm-hmm. And give him various adventures there and bring him up against Egyptian civilization, Egyptian ideas.
Just pause before if you just look into the camera just for a second before you actually speak, just so that we'll be able to start it on. Okay.
On the 7th of October 1999, Glasgow City Council made a lot of people throughout Scotland very happy. They named Edwin Morgan the City of Glasgow's first poet laureate. Why? Because Morgan is one of the most loved and popular poets, surely of this century, perhaps of any. Why loved? Why popular? Because he can make an apple sing, because he can make a hyena talk, because he can write science fiction poems that take us into space and show us what it's like there and what the future may hold. Because he can write about Glasgow and about Scotland critically and lovingly, but always accessibly. Because he cares, because his poetry is about caring, because his poetry animates the world, and he does that from his situation right here in his hometown, where he's lived all his life, and the place which he's also loved all his life. And that love, that acumen, that insight, that criticism come together in a body of work which is unique, major, and rare. Edwin Morgan, Glasgow's poet.
Your own time, Eddie.
A gull. A seagull stood on my window ledge today, said nothing, but had a good look inside. That was a cold inspection, I can tell you. North winds, icebergs, flash of salt, crashed through the glass without a sound. He shifted from leg to leg, swiveled his head. There was not a fish in the house, only me. Did he smell my flesh, that white one? Did he think I would soon open the window and scatter bread? Calculation in those eyes is quick. I tell you, my chick, there is food everywhere. He eyed my furniture, my plants, an apple. Perhaps he was a mutation, a super-gull. Perhaps he was, instead, a visitation which only used that tight, firm, forward body to bring the waste and dread of open waters, foundered voyages, matchless predators, into a dry room. I knew nothing. I moved an arm. When the thing saw the shadow of that, it suddenly flapped, scattered claws along the sill, and was off, silent still. Who would be next for those eyes, I wondered, and were they ready and in order?
Thank you. Okay. Excellent. Now we'll do
Gasometer, all right.
gasometer.
Okay, on you go.
Gasometer. You don't care about the wildness of a sky, my old gasometer. The kitchen window frames your gaunt frame. The black cross struts stand firm, stand out, unyielding to the passion of reds and purples in the dying day. I have seen your stark ring taking sunlight till you were something molten, vanishing, magical, and when the moment passed, you were strong and dark as your dead hammermen. They whistle in the long-gone sheds. Listen. You cannot hide where your strength comes from. You are constructivist to the core. Did you want gargoyles to crouch in your angles? I don't think so. Use is the art of use. You could be painted, floodlit, archaeologized, but I prefer the unremitting stance of what you were in what you are, no more. You are an iron guard or talisman, and I hear that those who talk of eyesores you have consigned, bless you, to the bad place. Day of tearing down, day of recycling, wait a while. Let the wind whistle through these defenceless arms, and the moon bend a modicum of its glamorous light upon you, my familiar, my stranded hulk, a while.
Thank you.